On behalf of the 2016 8th grade graduating class, I welcome administrators, faculty, parents, and friends. Upcoming freshmen will uphold Abbott School's reputation for high academic and moral standards. We will strive to continue to make Abbott the great school that it is. We are looking forward to the challenges of the next 4 years, and we appreciate all of your help and support. Again, your presence is truly an honor to each one of us on this special occasion. Thank you.
The co-salutatorian of our 8th grade graduating class is Allison Cook. She is the daughter of Brad and April Cook. Allison has a grade point average of 96.1111.
There are a few people here that helped me get to be a co-salutatorian, including my parents, best friend, and teachers. So I just think that I should thank them for dealing with me all these years. A lot of kids would come up here and say things like, oh, we're going to have the best time of our lives in this next 4 years to come. And we're all going to work so hard. And that's probably what you're all thinking, because that's the first thing I thought about salutatorian speeches. But that is the exact opposite of how I really feel. I know not all of us will always work hard all the time. In fact, I didn't even try my hardest this year to the ones that did and will continue to do so. I also realize, though, that it will be hard, and I think I can speak for everyone in this class when I say that none of us are ready for high school. All I hope is that none of us will ever give up on ourselves or our potential. We are all capable of great things with just a little effort on our parts. To use the next 4 years as building blocks for the future that I want to create for myself, so that those can be the best years of my life. I have used the elementary years as building blocks to get to where I am now. For those of you who don't know, I've always been a shy girl. It's actually taking everything I have right now just to not freak out. My best friend, Caitlin, has always been the opposite of me. I remember times where we would be at fun day or a field trip, and she would go off doing something else, which left me alone. I was usually fine with that because I knew we would find each other again. And I was right, as usual, because at the beginning of the year, she had so many friends, about 3 or 4 in the class, that she could trust, but now some of them have fallen by the wayside. I think it's taught us both a lesson. Surround yourself with people and things that will be true to you so you can be true to yourself. I hope I'm as good a friend to her as she is to me. She and my parents, I think, work together half the time to teach me things no teacher could, and I have to thank them for it. To all who have helped me become who I am right now and will help me to grow even more. I hope I learn just as many things in the next 4 years as I did in the past. Thank you all for coming here this evening to witness as we graduate junior high and move on to a new chapter in our lives.
The co-salutatorian of our 8th grade graduating class is Nathan Norris. He is the son of Kevin and Carlene Norris. Nathan has a grade point average of 96.1111.
Abbott ISD administrators and teachers, parents, family, and friends, good evening, and thank you for being here. Well, guys, we made it. 3 years of junior high, which sometimes seemed like they would never end, have quickly come to a close. First of all, I'd like to say a few words to the ones who have helped me get to where I am today. Because, well, you did everything for me. I couldn't have asked for a better family to support me like y'all have. Lynn, thank you so much for being there for me and for making me ham and cheese sandwiches all those late night study sessions. I also want to thank the Abbott teachers, coaches, and administration for everything you do to make our time here at Abbott the best it can be. Most importantly, I'd like to thank God for his strength and guidance. Without it, these last 3 years would have been much more challenging. Now to my class. It may seem like we're going into such an unknown world, a foreign land, but we're not. We've been preparing for this. Our amazing teachers and loving parents have been preparing us to overcome obstacles that may seem impossible to us. I can still remember our first week of junior high. Coach Crawford was talking to us about what his class was going to be like that year, and he told us his personal motto, prepare the child for the path, not the path for the child. And as I was writing the speech, I realized something. We've been doing this our whole lives, preparing for the next obstacle, getting ready for the next big thing in our lives. We've received at Abbott ISD has helped to do just that, because we have learned much more than what is just taught in our textbooks. We've each learned more about ourselves as individuals. Probably one of the most important things I've learned over these last 3 years is it's okay to be yourself. Don't hide behind what others expect you to be. Be strong. and be brave enough to be the person God intended for you to be in this world. Inspire and encourage each other. Lift each other up, because as a class, that support and friendship is going to be so important, especially next year as we start our next adventure together, high school. It seems like such a big pond, doesn't it? And we're all just little fish about to head into the unknown. So as we go through the summer, wondering what high school will be like this fall, just remember one thing. This class, we got this.
The valedictorian of our 8th grade graduating class is Lauren Garrick. She is the daughter of John and Molly Garrick. Lauren has a grade point average of 96.7777.
On behalf of the 8th grade class, I would like to thank you all for coming to our graduation this evening. Parents and guardians, grandparents, siblings, teachers and staff, extended family, and friends. We could not have made it this far without your help and support through the years. It means so much that you are here to help us celebrate this milestone in our lives. We have changed a lot in our time together at Abbott, and the school has changed along with us. During our kindergarten year, we excitedly watched the construction of our new school building. I remember the fun we had on the old playground. We loved to hang upside down on the spider and slide down the fireman's poles. We enjoyed many holiday parties, cheer and football camps, and field trips. One of the most memorable field trips was when Miss Neff took us to Navarro College. Afterward, a bus full of starving 5th graders descended on Pizza Hut and devoured all the cinnamon sticks. They ever want to see an Abbott school bus again. Our final end of the year fun day included playing laser tag and taking turns on the blow up zip line. It was an awesome day, but it was also sad to know that we would never participate in another fun day. 5th grade was an especially memorable year for us, I think, because it was our last year in elementary. We were being prepared for a whole new world of responsibilities, sort of like we are now. Once we entered junior high, our teachers had higher expectations. They expected us to be more responsible than I think we actually were. We have grown and matured so much over the past 3 years and made a lot of great memories along the way. In 7th grade, we were introduced to school sports. Our boys and girls sports teams had many successes in the past 2 years. We made many memories on our weekly walks to the Abbott store to buy a snack before our games. The old buildings and train tracks were the perfect spots for a photo shoot with friends. One of my best junior high memories was the morning it snowed before school. Everything outside was peaceful and a glistening white. Around, it was every man for himself, as all of junior high and high school participated in a huge snowball fight. He'd probably deny it, but I think someone said Mr. P threw the first snowball. Some of us got our first taste of theater and one-act play with Mr. Walker this year. On the day of our contest, we had a blast doing hair, makeup, costumes, and of course, I will never forget the reaction Jax had when we glued on his fake mustache. We enjoyed reading The Hunger Games with Coach Holcomb and having taste tests with Miss Little. We learned about the cost of living with Coach Thornhill. Coach Crawford taught us the dangers of doing drugs. Coach Hill taught us to love basketball, and Miss Wallace taught us to draw basketballs. Coach C helped us get ready for high school science. Hablamos español con señor Rangel. And Mrs. Bearden, thank you for the cookie cake. That was just what we needed. Thanks to all of our teachers over the years for your patience, encouragement, and support. Our class has shared so many wonderful memories during our time here at Abbott are now coming to a close. As we enter the next chapter of our lives, we know that high school comes with more responsibilities and hard work, but also more opportunities. And as a final word of inspiration for my fellow classmates to take with them into the future, I quote from the movie Back to the Future in the words of Doc Brown. Your future is whatever you make it, so make it a good one.
At this time, I would like to introduce our presenters for special awards and diplomas. Dr. Ricky Edison, our superintendent, has been part of our school for 5 years. He earned his bachelor's degree from Baylor University, his master's from Tarleton State University, and doctorate degree from Tarleton State University. Our principal, Mr. Eric Pshotsky, has been part of our school for the past 3 years. He earned his bachelor's degree from North Texas and master's degree from Tarleton State University. Eric, a school board trustee, is an accountant at Bobcat Construction School Board for 2 years. Please welcome Dr. Edison, Mr. Pshotsky, and Mr. Garrett.
Thank you. Lauren, I know no such snowball that you speak of. The valedictorian and salutatorian of the 8th grade class will receive a trophy in recognition of tonight's honor. Tonight is unusual in that we have 2 salutatorians. Both students have the exact same grade point average. Mrs. Pshotsky, my wife, is now the counselor, so she had to call on Miss Hell to see what to do with this, and Miss Hell could not remember, so we have co-salutatorians, and I think that's great. Valedictorian of the 8th grade class, Lauren Garrick. Average is 96.7777. Salutatorian of the 8th grade class, Allison Cook. Her 2-year average is 96.1111. And the co-salutatorian of the 8th grade class, Nathan Norris. His 2-year grade point average is 96.1111. Honor graduates. Graduating 8th graders who have a cumulative 7th and 8th grade average of 90 and above in mathematics, English, social studies, science, applications are recognized. Along with this honor, each honor graduate of the class of 2016 will be receiving the President's Award for Outstanding Academic Achievement. This is the Excellence of Gold Award. The President's Education Awards program, sponsored by the U.S. Department of Education, is an important program that recognizes students who have achieved high academic goals by their hard work and dedication to learning. Students receive certificates signed by President Barack Obama and Acting U.S. Secretary of Education John B. King. In alphabetical order, 8th graders who have achieved both achievements include Allison Cook with a grade point average of 96.1111. Lauren Garrick with a grade point average of 96.7777. Rachel Callis with a grade point average of 94.6111. Kenna Miner with a grade point average of 91.8333. Nathan Norris with a grade point average of 96.1111. Julia Pavelka with a grade point average of 95.0000. Caitlin Pshotsky with a grade point average of 92.8888. Russell with a grade point average of 90.1666. Britley Sibley with a grade point average of 91.7222. Now, at this time, we will recognize graduates who have received the President's Award for Outstanding Academic Achievement Silver Award. Kaylee Bowman. Emily Loyola. Harley Moore. Matthew Peavyhouse. I will now read you a letter from President Barack Obama. Congratulations on receiving the President's Education Award. I commend you for the powerful example you have set for your family, friends, and peers, and it is a privilege to join in recognizing your achievement. Our country faces great challenges, and we will overcome them if we will all work together for a common purpose. No matter who we are or how old we may be, America looks to students like you, whose dreams and determination know no bounds, to strengthen our communities and help drive our nation forward. Your commitment to your education, creativity, and energy that will chart the course of unwritten history to reimagine reality and seek new frontiers. I'm inspired by your motivation and your work ethic, and it gives me great hope to know our future will be written by ambitious young people like you. I encourage you to continue working hard and aiming high, and I wish you all the best. At this time, School Board Member Mr. John Garrett, can you please join me on the stage? Candidates, please rise. Dr. Edison, Mrs. Pushosky, and school board members, as principal, I certify that these candidates for graduation of the 8th grade class have met all their academic requirements set by the state of Texas motion to high school. Are eligible for graduation on the prideful and to carry on the prideful traditions of Abbott High School. It is my honor to present these diplomas with school board member Mr. John Garrett. Kaylee Renee Bowman. Micah Scott Casey. Allison Noel Cook. Arlie Meredith Fawcett. Lauren Elizabeth Garrett. Destiny Nicole Griffith. Cody Lane Richard Hell. Caleb Wayne Hawkins. Hannah Alexandria Holly Gates. Rachel Elizabeth Callis. Faith Koska. Callie Mike Kyle. Lance Robert Larson. Emily Loyola. Haley Nicole Luckenhouse. Michaela Leanne Martinez. Grayson Jax Miller. Harley Renee Moore. Kenna Iris Minor.